turn out to be a good fighter one day. We don't know as yet. But it's not the boxing of which I'm concerned with. I'm concerned with the ordinary life.
A man, he's a big man. He'll do it because he's a warrior, but he shouldn't do it. But he's not going to listen to anyone. If he's not going to listen to me, he's not going to listen to anybody else. So the rematch is, Junior, you have everything, you're rich. You know, those promoters, they hate you because they can never get close.
With boxing, it's unpredictable. There'll be thrills and spills in the press conferences. We don't know what's going to happen, but I think we do know that it's round 13, and I think they're going to get down to it, and I think we're going to get...
Each failed test is a confirmed fact, and the situation is now undeniable. The spotlight isn't just on Conor Benn anymore. It's on the integrity of the entire sport. Warren calls for urgency and transparency, making it clear this isn't about public opinion or street drama. It's about following the proper process, protecting fighters, and restoring faith before the controversy drags on any longer. While Chris Eubank Jr.'s fierce reactions dominate the headlines, Warren represents the voice of authority, the side focused on structure and fairness. Benn deserves his chance to defend himself, but fans and officials alike need answers quickly. This clash between spectacle and regulation is what makes the story so gripping. At the end of the day, the facts speak louder than the noise, and boxing's credibility hangs in the balance.
Protected if his father is involved with him, because his father will protect him against the things which happen to him. So when the father's close, the fighter is better protected. This is what I was saying.
Conor Benn erupts with pure fire, refusing to bow to intimidation. Every word lands like a punch, cutting through the tension as he defends his name, pride, and legacy. His fury sends a crystal-clear message. He's not backing down, and every attempt to shake him will only ignite his determination even more.
And extremely disrespectful.
No, it's not.
That is very disrespectful. It's none of your business. You want to talk about my dad, talk about him. Don't talk about me and come with all that. Tell him about my life.
I would love...
Don't talk about my life in front of these cameras.
Chris Eubank Sr. delivers a warning that lands like a punch before the first bell. His words are razor-sharp, commanding and merciless, a calculated strike meant to fracture Benn's confidence and establish dominance. This isn't just talk, it's psychological warfare, and the battle has already begun long before fight night.
Pounds? You better watch out, dreadlocks. You better watch out, because we are come for you. Oh, sorry. It's my mother's tongue again. It comes through. You'd better watch out, because we're not playing. We're real, and we are...
Chaos erupts as Eubank Jr.'s coach storms the press conference, declaring total domination. There's no hesitation, no uncertainty, only conviction. Chris is coming with unrelenting force, and Benn stands directly in the crosshairs. Every word from the camp is a psychological strike, engineered to shatter confidence and set the stage for the storm that's about to explode inside the ring.
Shut up! Hey! Shut up! Shut up!
Benn now faces more than just Chris. He's up against the full weight of a relentless, united force. But Conor Benn doesn't flinch. He rises with cold focus and unshakable resolve. Every word from him drips with intent, the voice of a fighter who's mentally fortified and ready to meet.
You know, I live for this. I've had the fight over 100 times in my head. You know, for me, it's just focusing on the training, you know, removing myself from my comfort zones, my familiarities, my family, and, you know, fully dialing in. You know, I'm not going to allow myself to Chris and go back and forth and, you know, all that PR's done. I'm excited to get in there and put my hands on him Saturday night.
Eddie Hearn emphasizes the relentless determination fueling Chris Eubank Jr.'s preparation. Every session, every drill is molding a fighter laser-focused on domination. This isn't just another bout. It's a testament to discipline, focus, and mental toughness. The kind of edge that will determine who truly commands the welterweight division.
Improve, and it's inspirational, you know, the whole time out there just working on getting better, improving, and I mean, I think it's fair to say pretty much camp started.
Duke McKenzie illustrates the psychological edge that Chris Eubank Jr. carries into this fight. Facing a smaller opponent, Eubank's confidence surges, forcing Benn to confront not just physical skill, but a mental battle from the opening bell. Mackenzie's insight makes it clear. Strategy and mindset will shape this fight long before the first punch is even thrown.
I'd be shocked if Eubank loses. I don't really see that happening. Again, he's fighting a career-best welterweight. He knows that. From a psychological perspective, when you know you've got a smaller guy in front of you, you kind of start 2 or 3 rounds up in your own mind. So, like I say, when you look at the fight, it wasn't close enough to warrant a
Tony Sims underscores the magnitude and spectacle of this showdown. This isn't just a clash of fists. It's a career-defining moment. Every training camp, every adjustment, every mental shift is driven by the pursuit of dominance. Eubank's team is meticulously building toward a night that fans will remember for years to come.
So I think he'll get a lot more people wanting to tune into that fight, and obviously we're going to win the next fight. And but yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting Conor Benn ready to fight, and it's going to be historic.
Johnny Nelson delivers a sharp, analytical take that cuts right to the core of this matchup. He's studying patterns, performances, and the limits both fighters have revealed, questioning whether Conor Benn has truly evolved, or if Chris Eubank Jr.'s edge remains unshakable. Nelson's commentary exposes the psychological warfare within boxing, reminding everyone that raw skill isn't enough. Adaptation, growth, and composure under pressure are what separate the greats from the rest. In a sport where every tiny detail matters, stagnation can be fatal. His insight sets the tone for a deeply tactical clash, one where preparation, mental sharpness, and hunger may decide who walks out victorious when the final bell sounds.
Never give up on the dream. No matter, I was working for Vodafone, about 5 years ago, while boxing as well, because you need to put money. No.
Eddie Hearn reveals the tactical depth and mental intensity driving Chris Eubank Jr.'s camp. Bringing in Bomac isn't just a move, it's a masterstroke of strategy. It signals Eubank's total commitment to perfection, ensuring every detail of his game is sharpened to its peak. This isn't just a rematch. It's a high-stakes chess match inside the ring. Conor Benn isn't just up against skill. He's facing a fighter armed with world-class guidance, precision planning, and psychological warfare. Every punch and every combination has purpose now, built on calculation and intent. The message couldn't be clearer. Underestimating Eubank Jr. this time would be a costly mistake. The stakes for both men have never been higher.
Right. And he's brought in Bomac, one of the best trainers in the world. What does that tell you?
What do you make of him?
Because he knows he's got to be better. If he's not better this time, he loses. And, he's taking it seriously, and so he should. It's a real...
The tactical and psychological layers of the rematch are now fully exposed. Conor Benn knows exactly what he's up against, having felt the power and resilience of Chris Eubank Jr. firsthand. Experience meets youth and hunger, and every adjustment Benn makes could shift the balance. Yet Eubank's ring IQ, composed demeanor, and strategic enhancements make him a formidable obstacle. This fight isn't just about raw strength. It's about timing, awareness, and capitalizing on every opening. Fans can expect fireworks as Tottenham prepares for another unforgettable night. This preview sets the stage for a clash where legacy, redemption, and tactical brilliance collide inside the ring.
Sort of bigger guy won it. The rematch is going to be interesting, I think. He's now realised that I can hurt that fighter. I've felt the other fighter's power. Next time, I know what's coming. I think he might even do better in the next one. Yeah, I think he's got a shout to win it.
And Eubank's older.
I get these fights, but you do want to see Benn. Can you kick on to try and win a...
Adam Smith nails the stakes, highlighting the potential career resurgence awaiting Chris Eubank Jr. This rematch isn't just another fight, it's a crossroads that could redefine his legacy. Conor Benn arrives hungry, having moved up in weight and lasted the distance in their first encounter, making the psychological battle just as fierce as the physical. Every punch, every round is charged with history, strategy, and pressure. Eubank Jr. must navigate not only Benn's aggression, but also the shadow of his own past performances, proving that he's grown, adapted, and is ready to reclaim his place among world champions. This rematch transforms from a routine bout into a career-defining night, one where preparation, mindset, and execution will decide whether Eubank Jr. earns a new lease on life or falls short against a motivated and confident Conor Benn.
And I think Eubank Jr., if he gets this win and there's a new lease of life maybe under Beaumat, 2026, maybe finally he could become a world champion. But he's got to get past Conor Benn first. And Conor Benn, not just hungry for revenge, he believes he can win this because of what happened first time round, because he went 12 rounds at middleweight, up in class, after a long layoff. Some people fancy Benn in this.
Hamza Shiraz delivers a bold prediction, emphasizing just how crucial weight management and endurance will be for Chris Eubank Jr. Conor Benn's previous performance, combined with his speed and conditioning, could exploit any lingering weaknesses. This insight adds another layer of tension and speculation. Analysts and fans alike are debating whether Eubank can overcome both physical challenges and a more confident, aggressive Benn. The rematch isn't just a test of skill, it's a complex battle of strategy, stamina, and mental readiness. Every round could prove decisive, and Shiraz's forecast suggests that early aggression and precise execution may ultimately determine the winner, making this fight an unmissable spectacle.
What's your prediction, Benn or Eubank?
I've got Conor Benn to win inside 6 rounds. I feel like the weight will affect Eubank too much on how it affected him before as well. And it was a hard fight. It wasn't an easy fight. Yeah, Conor Benn to win inside.
George Groves offers a compelling look at the psychological dimension of Chris Eubank Jr.'s career. He highlights that reaching the pinnacle, headlining a stadium, defeating a major rival, creates a euphoric high that is nearly impossible to surpass. And that's where the danger lies. Fighters who have reached such peaks can sometimes plateau or lose their edge, especially when facing hungry, motivated challengers like Conor Benn. Groves' point is clear. While Eubank Jr. possesses experience, skill, and tactical brilliance, he also contends with the reality of having already reached past emotional and career highs. Benn, fueled by fire, confidence, and lessons from their first encounter, could exploit even the slightest lapse in focus or intensity. This analysis underscores the critical role of mental readiness in boxing, showing that momentum, emotion, and the weight of legacy can be just as influential as the punches thrown. The stage is set for a battle that is as psychological as it is physical.
I think maybe Conor Benn beats him. I think if I was Eubank, my point was at the time, I was like, mate, like you have just climbed your Everest. You've just headlined a stadium. You've beat what is now a rival, spectacular fashion in terms of getting the win with your dad by your side and all the hooting and hollering that went on, amongst it. You can't top that feeling. I don't begrudge you if you want to earn more money out of the sport, but be careful because you look way past his best.
Barry Jones cuts to the heart of what makes this rematch so formidable. Their first encounter was physically grueling, testing stamina, power, and mental resilience. Now, both fighters return to the ring, fully aware of what lies ahead. Eubank Jr. remains the favorite, but the warning is clear. Unless there's an early knockout, this fight will demand everything from both men. Conditioning, tactical execution, and the ability to read and adapt to the opponent will decide the outcome. Jones emphasizes the inherent risks, accumulated damage, physical wear, and psychological pressure all shape the battle. This is a test of endurance, strategy, and willpower. Fans should expect a punishing, electrifying contest that pushes both fighters to the edge. Every round has the potential to rewrite the narrative, proving that championship bouts are won not only with fists, but with preparation, resilience, and mental toughness.
I can only harm him, because that was a hard fight the first one. This one will be another hard fight, whoever wins, unless there's a real freak occurrence, not a freak occurrence, unless someone gets caught with a shot really early, then it's going to be a hard night, which you still have to make Eubank the favourite again, like I did the first time. I mean, so I don't know.
Duke McKenzie captures the true magnitude of this fight, extending far beyond the ropes. He reminds fans and analysts that boxing isn't just about punches. It's about spectacle, energy, and legacy. The first fight set an exceptionally high bar, sold-out arenas, global attention, and an electric atmosphere that amplified every exchange. For this rematch, the pressure isn't just on the fighters. Promoters, fans, and media are all watching, expecting an event that matches or surpasses the original. Mackenzie's insight emphasizes that high-level boxing blends athleticism, entertainment, and storytelling. The stakes extend beyond the title. Each fighter must deliver not just a victory, but a spectacle, ensuring the audience witnesses a historic event. This rematch is poised to be both a cultural and sporting landmark, where performance, drama, and anticipation collide in every moment of the contest.
Like I say, the fight wasn't a letdown because it was a good fight, but as an event, you won't get a better event than that, and they'll have to go some actually to surpass that, or even equal that. Let's just hope they get the same turnout in terms of the numbers, people going through the live gate and watching that fight, because it was a great event. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes. You won't get world title fights that actually are a better event.
The stage is set for a fight bursting with fireworks,